We've discussed this topic before, but we had to revisit it because, as I said, it was trending over the weekend. This new jaw-dropping, heart-wrenching story. So the question is, should DNA be made compulsory right after birth? Or should it be a decision between a couple without raising any ill feelings? What are your thoughts on this? I mean, this happened because a woman was accusing her husband of assuming the children she gave birth to are his. That, did I tell you they are yours? Did you even ask me?
This is inside marriage.
Inside the marriage. But did you
ask me whether the child is yours?
But did you even ask me? But how would you assume that the children are yours? So we took it in and said, let's start asking ourselves, would you are pregnant with your husband, would you expect that your husband will ask you, hey, auntie, this pregnancy I carry, is it my own? I mean, is that a normal thing? I mean, of course, I don't want to sound all funny here, but I want us to bar our wings.
It's funny.
But I want us to have real life conversation because I don't know what's happening around us.
You know what? When this thing happened, just because of how ridiculous everything is becoming, I've said to my husband, you can do a DNA because what is happening? Who are these people? You know, that everyone is just coming out and just speaking anyhow about important, serious, life-impacting issues. What are we about? How dare you? How dare you be married to someone and then you say to the person, how dare you even come out in public and say such a thing? You should be ashamed of yourself. Terribly ashamed of yourself. You are insulting the man, insulting the children that you have brought into this world.
Insulting the women folk.
I'm just, how do you do that to your children? That's why, you know, people have been advocating for mental health checks for people who are going to have children. Some people do not deserve, you know, to parent children. What is this about?
We've had all sorts of stories. But since this news broke, I know of a husband who is now second-guessing.
Hey!
He said, Mariam, I won't lie to you. He sent me a DM on my Instagram. He said, Mariam, I won't lie to you. I have 4 children. I believe that 2 might not be mine.
Oh!
So I can screen grab and send to you because that is the reality. So men are now looking again. Let me be. Am I sure? How do we get here?
You see, I can understand the man needing to do a DNA for a child within his marriage. Maybe when you traveled, when you're not around. But you see this large market of firstborns, pregnancy, marriage by pregnancy. It should be law. Once a girl just comes to you, I'm pregnant. I am pregnant. Born the child. Because I heard my aunties in those days in Benin, they would say, I collect pikin, I no collect mama. And it never made sense. It was about the character of the woman. As we were growing up, they would say, just take care of your chastity. These things, this sanctity of marriage and lineage that we have compromised so much. The conversation we find difficult to have. Don't judge her. Don't this her. Don't that her. These are not judgments. It is securing and saving yourself this kind of embarrassment, and especially the children, the embarrassment in the future. How do you marry my brother and ask me why on the naming ceremony they did not ask you whether the child is your own? They need to gather you and beat. That's the truth. We are doing naming and you did not say anything. 5 years after I asked him, did we ask you?
Why did you ask him?
Oh,
God.
What kind of ridiculous statement is that? It's because we've lost shame. We've lost responsibility. That kind of woman, you will hide, bury your head in shame. You will not have voice. It's people that will come and say, pity her. That we should talk to your husband, not you. Whether it was a leaked message or not, that you even type it. You did not read it before you press send. Oh, my God.
It's painful. And I'm one person who will stand by
going
forward. After giving birth in the hospital, the DNA should happen. It should be a law because this is becoming unbearable. This is becoming the wicked. I wanted to even start by saying that even in the olden days, we had women who mixed children. We had it. We had grandmothers who had children from... Yes, we had it. Brothers, so, but because it's now... we're now in a global village where any little thing, everybody can be aware of what is happening here and happening there. And it's also misleading our young girls, our young men and women who now see values as nothing anybody should. There's no point. You hear them say, I don't even want to get married. I'll just be a baby mama and I'll be fine. I don't want to do this. And I'm wondering... happens to our children? We're raising children in this generation. How do we protect them? We in our homes are trying as much as possible to show them what it means to love, what it means to have a home, what it means to bond. We are trying, but we're going to release them to schools and go and meet other children whose parents are not even making that effort. What happens to our children? So this matter now, as I'm speaking right now, in the hospitals, it should be a law to protect the sanity of the man. To protect the sanity of the couple and the children.
Wouldn't you feel insulted if your own husband is asking you, Auntie, go and do DNA?
I will be insulted. Don't even ask me. Carry the children, go and do and come and give me results.
At this point,
don't ask me.
No, me, I will still monetize the consequence.
I will get insulted.
Do
I
the
will
DNA,
get insulted.
but compensate me.
I'll be offended.
Because I'm
I will not be offended anymore.